Hey, you there! Are you hurt? I thought we cleared all civilians. Okay, I'll be with you in a second. Team, do you need me? Over. Alright, there is a civilian in need of medical attention. Over. Loud and clear. Be careful out there. Over and out. Don't worry. I'll come down there. Stay clear for me to land. Wow, they did quite a number on you. Look at all the debris. Your place? Oh, it is really loud out there. They're really going at it. Sorry to hear that. Now, where are you injured? That's a lot of bruises. Come, let me see. You really got lucky, huh? Any broken bones or other pains I should be aware of? Alright, I'll fix you right up. A disclaimer first, though. My power is to, well, kiss the pain away, so to speak. Do you understand and consent to me doing so? Okay, then. Please show me all your bruises, and don't be shy. Being flung against the wall leaves a lot of marks. There's another one. Well, that should be all then. Was that a wince? Do you have a broken rib? Please tell me. There's no need to be embarrassed. I'm just here to help. Trust me. Mending bruises and bones with my kisses is one of the easier things to handle. There. It should be better now. The hurt will stay for a few seconds, but it's just the neurons catching up. But whatever tissue might have been damaged is now healed. You could immediately start sports even. Not that I'd recommend it. Oh, I'm no hero. Just a cape doing what I'm here for. Ah, pleasure to meet you. My name is Kiss It Better, though most people call me Kissy. Really gets on my nerves sometimes, but once a dumb nickname sticks, it really sticks. Much to my dismay. You certainly can imagine the field day the press had with it. Mysterious newcomer healing the injured, all with a kiss. Check out our ranking of the hottest 100 heroes to find out more. Makes me really uncomfortable. When you're in the PRT, you have to play ball, though. So, please call me Kib instead. Haha, nice try, friend. But there is a reason why I wear a mask and costume. Never in a million years would I blabber my civilian name. Could you imagine the absolute mayhem a villain could wreak on my personal life? No, thank you. I've seen what it can do to a person. Happily avoiding that, thank you very much. Oh, it's not like I won't trust you with keeping a secret. There is no doubt about it. It's just that capes on the other side of the spectrum have their ways. But maybe. Looks like the fight back there might take a while anyway, so... Could you make some space for me? Nah, they don't really need me. I have absolute faith in them. Class 4 should be within our, or well, their range. Don't you worry. They'll radio me if they need my abilities, but... yeah. I might be able to fly and kiss injuries away, but in a fight, those abilities are not really handy, or rather practical. At least, not against that villain group. So our leader advised me to stay out, look for anyone on the outskirts, since there would be property damage, and it would be substantial. I also lack the sturdiness, so I'm best suited to this job here. Well, you were the only one I could find. Say, why didn't you evacuate with the others? Well, that was a pretty dumb move, ma'am. Guess they decided to get away from the residential area then. Smart. Fight in the park, less debris, and further away from us as well. Come, rest your head in my lap. Oh, it's not for your benefit. It's for mine. My hands need something to do. I can't really sit still. Not when my team may need my backup. Those things can happen very quickly. And getting all those little pieces out of your hair might do the trick. Keep me attentive. I won't ask twice. At least the wall didn't knock all of the sense out of you. Well, I appreciate the interest in me, but there's not really much to say. A fledgling is what I am. I haven't really settled into my role at the PRT yet, but that will come with time. Oh, I had my power longer than that. It's just... getting in the crossfire is not really my thing. Mopping up the aftermath is more my comfort zone. For a while, I did just that. Well, I have nothing better to do but talk, so, I mean, why not? I could certainly benefit from it. Yes, what I say here stays here. And I'll ask you for a thing once we part ways, to guarantee my safety. Does that sound good? Okay then, it's a deal. So, how much do you know about me then, and how much nonsense did the media blast out? Oh, that's a relief. So there are no preconceived notions of any kind. That's really refreshing, actually. So then, the mopping up part. I did that for a while, at least. Started doing so in Switzerland, in Lausanne. Don't be so frightened. You think the PRT would let me out of quarantine if they didn't see or deem me fit? Weigh the good I could do against the potential repercussions? I think not. So please, sit still and listen. I really wasn't involved in the incident anyways, just arrived to tend to the injured. A rogue cape looking to help. But there are a lot of people injured. I might have had some inhibitions about using my healing power, but after seeing the good I could do, those inhibitions went up in smoke. As I've said, kissing away bruises is one of the mildest things I've used my abilities for. Trust me on that one. I stayed rogue for a good long while, roaming Europe, helping where I could. There was this voice in my head, probably my conscience, driving me forward from one conflict to the next, healing whoever I could find. And somehow I ended up here in America, teamed up with a mover, and followed the call to action. Yes, my second Endbringer event. Wasn't really ready to help during the other ones, but this time I was. So I stayed at the camps that the PRT set up, treated the other capes and movers, or as movers brought them in, civilians too. It was a lot. In Europe, I could help those in need at my own pace, but in that camp, it still haunts me. The screams, the blood, the noises of capes clash against the force of nature. But it motivated me to sign up, to join the PRT. A way to offer my help more readily during such incidents. It is all I can do. I can't fly that well, and if anybody higher than in Class 3 looked at me funny, I might just evaporate. But helping those in need is what I do best. And the PRT has the means to get me where I'm needed. Even if the participant of their... even if I have to participate, in in their social media circus. Ugh. Guess making the newcomer with the suggestive power a hot new star couldn't be helped. I just wish people wouldn't get any funny ideas. And I'm not that young either, although my looks are partly owed to my powers, so I get the misconception. Okay. I will only ever give you this advice once. But asking a cape where they got their powers from is a pretty taboo subject. I might be okay with it. However, other people who got their powers more recently are often pretty traumatized by it. With others, it implies a level of trust or of intimacy that simply isn't there, or it may mean the event burrowed deeper in themselves than is comfortable to admit. It's like asking a stranger to undress for you, so please keep that in mind. There's all the bits of concrete in your hair. Now, don't wiggle about. I'm just furthering blood flow to your brain. And my mouth might be busy, but my fingers need a task as well. So stop squirming, please. See, it's nice. Plus, it gets all the dust out. So the awakening of my power. Please don't laugh. It really is a teenage story. Actually, it isn't even that. Just an event. I can say that now, in hindsight, in the middle years of gymnasium, practically at the mercy of puberty, the tale has its beginning. Oh, true. I forgot. You Americans have a different school system. Gymnasium is after elementary school, and its education goes till the age of 18 or 19, typically. Anyways, there I was, hormones raging through my body, moody as can be, crushing hard on one of the other students in my class. Pretty eyes, devilish smile, and a great sense of fashion. Clothes can work wonders. For a long time I was just staring. You know how it goes. Your attention fully absorbed by a laugh, a gesture, interests, hobbies. I might have paid more mind to that than actual class. But I was content to do so, at least for a while. But my best friend at the time confided in me. a confession to the one I loved. Plans, letters, gifts, the whole cute kind. The ugly kind. Instead of supporting my friend, I started to plot a confession myself. In contrast to some people, I really wasn't shy, so to speak. Timid, yes, but straightforward and blunt. If the subject of my admiration wasn't so far out of my league, I would have pledged my undying teenage affection already. So, driven by envy, I lured my love to a secluded spot and confessed, blabbering all kinds of romantic nonsense, at least what young me thought was romantic anyways. And I was so sure that deep, all-encompassing feeling would be reciprocated. All manner of fantasies had played out in my head over the years. Romance, marriage, a family, the whole sweet thing. Only a brain powered by puberty can fabricate. Sure, the distant possibility of rejection may have been considered at some point, but there simply was no place for such admission of failure amongst all of those well-made-up stories. The worst thing I could hear that day was no, right? Well, I won't retell the words that were said to me, just that they were hurtful. Deeply so. To the core, actually. There I stood, crushed, tears running down my face, but I just couldn't believe it. So I tried to force a kiss. If I just showed how I felt, then surely... Not only did that make things worse, but my friends saw that as well. If words could cut flesh, then I would have bled rivers that day. On top of all that, the two now confessed to each other. Losing my best friend, the love I was so assuredly mine, my world crumbled there. I must have slumped, utterly unable to comprehend what had happened. Something happened in that moment, though. I'm pretty sure of it. My trauma given form somehow. My powers manifested. I didn't know at first, obviously, but over the course of a grueling month of heinous insults, I grew more handsome, more beautiful. As I am now, I got together with someone else, but only to convince myself of never wanting the other person to begin with. Not the healthiest coping mechanism, but I was a teenager at the time. It also helped me get back on my feet and find a new circle of friends, but that month was probably the absolute lowest point in my life. Anyways, the flying part was something I discovered easily, but I really kept it hidden. Wouldn't want to attract attention. Most of my other powers I only discovered later. Kissing my own hurt away actually works too. Just not everywhere, as you can imagine. The whole lips on elbow thing, or is it the nose? I can't remember. Oh, looks like I have to cut my story short. My team has gained the upper hand. Took them long enough. Yes, the other power. Do you remember the promise you gave me before I told you my backstory? The thing I'd ask you? Yes. I'll ask you to kiss me. Hey, we made a deal. Don't force my hand. I'm Greg, by the way. Great. Now try telling me my name. See? You can't. And it doesn't only work with speech. Not even a thinker can break this bond. No amount of mind reading or compulsion can make you reveal my secrets. I see that you realize that it is still there, that you can still remember. I call it my kiss goodbye. With it, I can always find you as well. Feel what you feel. I might even check in on you from time to time. So don't get surprised by me appearing somewhere near you. Flying towards someone kissed is like jumping over a tiny puddle. Distance becomes meaningless. And that one was for the road. With that, I'll leave you. I need to go check on my team, but know that I am never far.